Hello everybody, happy Independence Day weekend. This is Michael Androsky. I wanted to do this video for quite some time, even though I showed you in the past 3 times that this special Rant Files episode is going to be focusing on Five Finger Death Punch and people ranting about Five Finger Death Punch. This is part 1 of the Rant Files episode of Five Finger Death Punch. This is going to be the first part, which are opening remarks, which includes why people hate the band, the success of the band, and most importantly, future statements, which will follow in the next couple of parts in the episode. So count this as part 1. So first off, there's a lot of people think that Five Finger Death Punch is so hated. We don't know why, but they say it's cringe. So, if you think back to Nickelback and 3 Days Grace and Limp Bizkit, you really get the idea. That will be in the separate video. Second of all, Five Finger Death Punch is on the gateway for album number 9, and you're gonna tell me they're not a good band. The next several statements I'll discuss will be in the separate video for part 2. But for now, this is part 1. And first off, Five Finger Death Punch has done nothing wrong or serious to their career. Especially when they say something about people leaving America and saying that America has some issues with abortion and equal rights and the Black Lives Matter movement. That I'll discuss in 3 separate videos when I'm not talking about this episode of the Rant Files. The next statement I would like to say, Five Finger Death Punch is one of my favorite bands. They also associate with my other bands such as Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, In This Moment, Korn, Rob Zombie, among others. And this band have done nothing also notorious or anything or otherwise was said in their career. As of right now, Five Finger Death Punch has 8 studio albums and 1 upcoming album, which equals 9. So now it's time for some short statements that I think it's in a disagreement. I think it's agreement or disagreement. And first off, if anyone said, "Oh yeah," and I will open the first rant statement saying that there's 2 different versions of the song by Bad Company. So one is from the title track of their band, Bad Company, and then the other one is Five Finger Death Punch, which is the song Bad Company. So first off, a lot of people think that the Five Finger Death Punch version of Bad Company is a whip-off of the original one. It's not a whip-off. I mean, you think about bands trying to cover songs and how they sound stupid. They also did Five Finger Death Punch also did a cover with Gone Away, which is a Offspring cover. I think The Offspring is like one of those cringe bands I don't like. And seriously enough, The Offspring is like a band that I really think that The Offspring is too glorifying for the obsession of chicks and whatever. That'll be in a separate video. Anyway, if I think Death Punch has some good tunes, and to be honest with you, every Five Finger Death Punch album that they put out shortly after their debut effort, The Way of the Fist, they have most successful songs on every album since their debut album, which are War is the Answer, which came out in 2009, American Capitalist, which came out in 2010, the two additional volumes of The Wrong Side of Heaven, The Wretched Side of Hell, Got Your Six, F.A., and Justice for None, and their forthcoming album today, Afterlife, which, if you see on the Apple Music thing, the first 3 songs were featured on the album, which is set for pre-order, and it's going to be out on August 19th, which is the same day as the Madonna's Day for Finally Enough Love, which I'll show you in a separate video. So I have one more thing I wanted to discuss in the Five Think of Death Punch Rant Files episode, opening remarks. In no way, shape, or form this band is trying to trigger other artists or any time in the future where there's going to be multiple reports on Loudwire or any other heavy metal or hard rock website that incites that they've ripped off a song because of a cover song. The reason that just there's a lot of intention with the band that multiple people say it's like they're saying a lot of the F-bomb multiple times. And that is the reason, that's the last reason why I don't like the fact that people rant about Five Think of Death Punch and saying it's cringy, because they say the word F and dropping F-bombs multiple times in their songs. Just, in my prediction, when I listen to music, if an F-bomb has been dropped in the song, I agree, which I have no problem to deal with. I'll just put it how it is. But when people swear and drop in F-bombs and say to each other or to themselves, that's like not right. Unless if it's in a statement of a song in which the album, which is comes on an explicit copy of their albums, I agree, will be accepted. Which in the censored versions are not accepted as well, because I don't like the feeling that the video will be taking too long. But like I said, I don't collect censored copies, which in conclusion, I only collect explicit versions unless I go to Walmart. And now it's time for the closing statements for the open statements. This has been the conclusion for the Five Think of Death Punch Rant Files episode, opening remarks episode. There'll be a part 2 coming up. I just need to find out when it's going to happen, because I'll do one more Rant Files episode talking about my Xbox in this separate video. So thank you for watching the opening remarks to the Rant Files episode of Five Think of Death Punch. There'll be 3 more episodes to feature on why that they feature with on why they think it's that comes to this episode, these Rant Files episode, and because my computer's acting up, I'll do it on my Xbox. So as always, thanks for watching the opening remarks to this Rant Files episode, and there will be more videos to come. Long live Five Think of Death Punch, and thank you very much for watching the video. See you next time. Happy 4th of July. Vlog you later.